Hello out there in Radioland. That is what my favorite teacher used to say in school when we started class, and I just found out like half an hour ago that she passed away. So yeah, it just was a little sad moment, but she was an awesome teacher, and she used to be the mediator between the arguments with me and Kayleigh McEnany, the former US press secretary that I tell you guys I know. So yeah, I was just thinking about her. But how are we all? I hope everyone is good, and everyone who is in lockdown is hanging in there and doing okay. So let me see who's here. Hi Savage, hi Sonia, hi Kira, hi Ness, hi Chicky, hi Tammy, hey Gloriana, hey Helen, hey Molly, hey Kia, hey Steph, hey Nakia, hey Matt, and hey to anyone else. Oh, hey Brenda, who hasn't typed in the chat yet but is here. I hope everyone's doing good. Let me see what you guys have. Oh, Gloriana, you're in total lockdown. I mean, we just had that temporary one, you know, since June we were normal, and then we had that 3 week, like, we don't even have masks or distancing, and then the Isle of Man was like all over the news. And we're like, we've been living normal since June, like, why is this all of a sudden news? So yeah, luckily we're good here. Oh, hey Deb, hey Jen, hey Flea. Oh, Deb, I was just saying that I just found out that one of my favorite teacher, I just found out that she passed away. So I was like a little bit sad, but she you know, she was definitely in her 80s, and she's just a really awesome woman. Her name was Judy Jones. So yeah, she was just really an awesome person, and yeah, she had a good life though. Oh, Molly, yeah, hey Rosette. I did, you know, I watch Good Morning Britain. I'm a Good Morning Britain girl, and Good Morning America when I'm in America, and I watch it every single day. And yeah, our like chief minister and stuff, and then like my best friend and I were also on the news because on Monday we just went to coffee, and the Isle of Man is, you know, very small, and my best friend knew one of the reporters that was like at the coffee shop, and he was just doing like, you know, random interviews, and my best friend of course was like, Ash has a YouTube channel. So then he was like, oh, let me and we had to do like a little, I put the pictures up. I'll show you guys the video. It's only like, you know, 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, it's like 1 minute of me just saying, yeah, I'm glad we're out of the thing. But it was on, I think it was on Channel 5 News. It was, you know, it was on Monday. Oh, thanks guys, you're all so sweet. Because like obviously my sisters and I all went to the same school, and I just texted my sister and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do her little good morning, what's going on out there in Radioland. But that's what she used to say. Oh, Helen, I replied to your comment. Yeah, I didn't realize that you had COVID until you said in the comments. I hope that you're doing okay now, and you said you like, are you better? I hope, you know, you didn't have it too bad. It's just so random the way it, you know, some people can be awful, some people you know, like I know people who've had it that didn't even have symptoms, but then some of my cousins in Ireland had it, and they were like, and you know, they're 40s, and they were really bad. Oh, Chicky, that's so sad. We had a teacher at my school. This is my school in Florida. I'm talking about. She, I didn't really like know her super well, but one of the other girls who was gay. We had a lot of gay girls in my class. Like, there was 86 of us, and I think there's like at least 20 of us who are gay, and all girls school. And it was a really similar story like that. Like, she was a young teacher. I think she died in her 40s. She was a basketball coach. It's really sad. Yeah, and then there's just the numbers out there. I mean, here we don't have any cases now, luckily, and then we're doing our vaccines and stuff because we're lucky that when we're doing the vaccines, like, we don't have to socially distance or wear masks or anything. So hopefully soon I'm going to be doing, like, administering the vaccines, because we just opened one of the vaccination hubs, and then we have another one coming. That's the one that I'm going to go to. No, I have my friend Tammy said, "Oh, you're wearing your new Elwood shirt." I was going to wear it, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm going to wear it in my video tomorrow." The video I'm going to do tomorrow. So I have this friend's one on, but I have my Elwood. I'm like, I have this little delay when I stream with the software, so I can see myself now. So this is what I went to meet one of my friends yesterday, and I had the hat on because it was raining. She just stopped and she looked at me and she was like, "What?" I was like, "This is the because I don't call the L word the L word. I just call it my show. Like, all my friends know that when I say my show, they know I'm talking about the show that I talk about on YouTube." So yeah, they're like, "Oh, you've got merchandise of your show now." Yeah, this friend's shirt is I have, like, this is kind of quite new, but I have loads of old, like, I used to love Friends, and I had merchandise, like, back in the 90s, before there really was even merchandise for shows. But this one I got it off the internet, and it's like a hybrid between, like, a fitted hoodie and a t-shirt, because it's got like little tiny pockets on the side, and then it's obviously long sleeved, but, like, see right here, like, this is the seam, so it's as if, like, it was a t-shirt and then they, like, sewed sleeves on it. It's kind of weird, but it's really comfortable, and it's really, like, soft and stuff, and it was like £10 or something, so, or like $15-16. Savage, my son's wife, dad. So your son's father-in-law? Oh, that's horrible, Savage. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Brenda, that's from the Showtime store. It's fine. I don't know whether anybody just saw my tweet. I don't know, because I was talking about that person who runs that Showtime Elwood account. Like, I swear, every day they must wake up and be like, "I'm choosing chaos. What can I do today to rile them all?" It's just funny. This is from the Showtime store. That's where I'm gonna wear my new shirt tomorrow. It's the same shirt that I sent Sonia when she won the advent calendar Christmas thing. Mine's black, and then it just has, like, that, the Generation Q picture that, like, they use for all the marketing and stuff like that, like, all of them with their arms around each other, and they've got, like, the LA strip in the background. and it just says the L Word Generation Q. And then I have another one coming, because I want to have like loads, so I can like just, not always, but like most of the time, especially when season 2 starts, like every episode review I want to wear like a different L Word shirt. So I have another one coming that's by this like graphics company, and it's just because I can't sell merchandise in my store with the cast images on it because it's illegal. Like I don't own those pictures, so I can't do it. And it's that picture from, I think it's the season 2, all the promotional pictures where it's just like everyone's heads in the thing. Oh, Sonia, I'm glad you like your shirt. Okay, yes, Molly, did you see Rosie's live this morning? Molly, my bestie Rosie friend. Let me see. I brought, so yesterday Rosie put this, let me see if I can get this to work. Is this me? No. Let me move me. Okay. Sorry, you guys know that I'm not the greatest with the streaming software at the moment. So go whatever you are. I can't remember what you are. Just gonna shrink these down. Okay, we'll talk about these in a sec. So Rosie posted this like night shoot last night, and she is shooting American Gigolo at the same time. And God, it's hard to see. Oh, I guess I can see the chat this way. I ordered my camera today, so the quality is going to be improving greatly. And the next thing on my list is, I want this other lighting thing, but I'm going to get another screen. Like I have an old desktop Mac, like I'm on my laptop and I have an old desktop Mac here, and then I have like an old laptop, but I want like another screen, so that, because if you have like the streaming software, I can put the live chat in like a different thing and it just makes it all look better. So that's the next thing on my list for the channel. And so yeah, Rosie took this picture last night. She's filming American Gigolo at the same time, and the really weird thing is, Molly actually pointed this out to me, when you would think that like, okay, LA is a big place, but they're filming both shows and they're switching Rosie between these two hotels. So it seems as though when she's in that like yellowy hotel, if you can tell from like her TikToks and stuff, that's when she's filming the L Word. So she said that she's wrapped one of the shows. I am of the belief that she has wrapped American Gigolo, because she was going to be in 3 episodes of the L Word. I mean, she never said anything else about American Gigolo because she said she wasn't allowed to say anything else. And she really probably wasn't, like, it's obvious no one's been allowed to say anything about the L Word and this other stuff I'll talk about in a minute with someone else who may have been cast, I think has been cast. And it just, they've really like do not want anybody talking about anything, and they maybe even didn't want Rosie to say that she was in 3 episodes, but you know, she said it on a TikTok before, like that's how I found out, and that's how I put it up on my channel before anyone else had talked about it. None of these media outlets, nobody, because Rosie just did it sporadically in a live. It wasn't like through some official press release. So that's why I think maybe, you know, she did reveal it, probably, you know, they probably thought, oh, within the next 24 hours. And she did exclusively release it. Like, she talked about it before all that stuff happened with them announcing not only Rosie, but that Griffin Dunn and Donald's facing. So it seemed to me like they did want all of that to go out and it to be that big deal. And then, you know, obviously I think as well that maybe because it was the first season, and also because, I mean, when the original L Word was on, this world didn't exist of like people talking about shows, like all of us coming on the channel and talking about things every week, Twitter being so active, Instagram, Facebook, all these things didn't exist. And I don't think that they realize how amazing like all of our CIA, FBI, L Word skills are. So maybe they didn't think like all this would be put together. But I think that maybe she wouldn't have said how many episodes she was in unless it was like a, you know, sometimes it's totally different. Like if you look at one of my videos that, and again, like I know I'm like a tiny mini baby channel, but if I have a video to edit and then I'm sitting here talking on live, like it's, you know, it is very, like sometimes you say things and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. But you know, things happen, and Rosie has an enormous audience no matter what. So I think that maybe they would have wanted to keep all that stuff under wraps, maybe even for like until the episodes actually started airing. But it's clear from the fact that Rosie has always been someone who has shared so much of her life and behind the scenes and all that stuff, and the fact that all we've got is this, you know, lately, it just definitely seems to me as though they really don't want anything being released from the set or coming out or anything like that. Let me just keep up on some of your comments. Oh, Molly said, I assume she wrapped the other one because of the wig costume. Yeah, it definitely does seem like she's wrapped American Gigolo. And she is wrapping the L Word very soon because she's going home soon. So again, is that them now? It's really difficult because obviously it seems as though they've definitely finished episodes 1, 2, and 3. I'm of the belief that Rosie is in episodes 4, 5, and 6. So was this like the beginning of those episodes? Are they still working on them? It's really hard to say, but it definitely seems as though we had November, December, January, February, March, April, May. The last month will probably be B-roll and, you know, like closing down the shoot and all that stuff. And then also like a lot of shows like this, so when shows do things like shoot outside, or they have scenes like the scene in the season finale where Bette and Angie are like walking up in the hills, and like that shot where Mia's coming up and there's like a dog and like they're outside and people are walking and there's like pebbles and stuff. Sometimes they have to go back and do like a few days of dubbing the audio because they haven't been able to get like a super crisp, you know, audio snag when they're doing the camera work and things. And pretty much every show, film, like I've ever seen any behind the scenes stuff or like been there in person, like a lot of shows have a pure day in the schedule where they will go and do all this audio work in a sound booth and be able to dub those things just in case, because it's such an important thing. I mean, even, you know, like I am in a silent house with a cat, and sometimes I have a good microphone now, and even like I have issues sometimes with audio. Like I can't imagine with, they're on a set, all that stuff's going on, and you know there's people everywhere and things like that, and especially when there's movement, or like it happens a lot when in movies and stuff when there's like action scenes or like running and stuff, and then just like the natural elements. So that is probably what. And then like B-roll and stuff, you know, when they're doing like the shot outside Dana's, and B-roll is just like things, you know, if they're going up to a location like Bet's house or Shane's house or something, and they film outside, or they're filming along the road, like when Finley was riding her bike and you're getting all those like Los Angeles street shots, like a lot of that will be probably being done in the last month. So I'm assuming they will finish most of the episode production in May. Just catching up on what you guys have said. Jacques said, when are you approaching Rosie to come on your show? Well, I've been harassing her on social media, and so are some other people. But now, I mean, I didn't want to bother her when she was filming the show, because, you know, she's filming the show, she's got plenty going on. But now that once I see that she's at home, that's when I'm going to be like, okay, because she did reply to me, and she's following me on TikTok, even though I don't really do anything on TikTok apart from message her. But she did say in my comment on my video, I would love to, but I haven't been on the show yet. So now I'm going to be like, girl, you said you'd love to, and you've been on the show, so that's no excuse now. So yeah, once I see that she's at home, then I'm going to be like, you're not working and you're in a pandemic. Come on, you said you'd love to. So if anyone wants to help me on that mission, you know what to do. Get in her comments section. So next is this other woman. What's my thing? So the picture that Rosie put up last night, I mean, a night shoot is not unheard of. I mean, especially like on the L Word, they're not outside a lot. So most of things, like if it's supposed to be night in the show and they're in Dana's, like they set, or even one of their houses, they set things up so that it appears to be, it doesn't actually have to be night. It's only when it's, outside at nighttime that they need it to be night. So these will all have been outdoor scenes that are being shot in the evening for a specific reason, because they're not going to have people like, especially like Rosie and, I'm assuming Laurel, Jennifer, at least one of them will have been in these scenes, because, Rosie's not going to be in scenes with like just the younger cast or something like that. Like, she's going to be predominantly in scenes with Jennifer and Laurel. So both, or probably both, were on the set, because if they're shooting night scenes, especially the way things are at the moment, they're going to be wanting to get all of the night scenes with those characters done. And I mean, I know some people were saying that they thought like, oh, maybe these people, let me blow it up because it's kind of hard to see, like these people that are at the doors of the trailers, but it's always, oh, sugar, sorry. It's going to be, why is this doing this like that? Like these people here, they're just going to be like production staff or runners or something like that. Like it's very, very rare that you would have cast, but even like producers or DPs or anyone like that, like they're not just going to be running around set, like they're in their trailer or they're on set. So if you remember, like a good example of this is when they were doing the Les Girls in season 5, and you would have like Sam, who's the DP, like just going and finding Tina, a producer, on set. Like that, in reality, that doesn't happen. Like they would have sent a runner or a PA or someone to go, and Sam would say, hey, can you go and tell Tina blah blah blah, or ask Tina to come and see me. Like there's just because the sets are so big and there's so much going on, and especially now with COVID, like there's people that are designated to go and, you know, give a 5-minute warning. Hey, you know, it's 5 minutes, so you need to be on set, and everybody knows where they need to be at exactly what time. And that is just absolutely in general, but even more so now because of the way they're having to shoot the show and everything else. Steph said, I think they're not allowed to talk on pants about the filming. Yeah, I mean, it really seems that way, especially because obviously, again, the way things are in the world, like Leisha and Kate, they're probably not seeing a ton of other people. They're seeing each other those days at work that they're there together, but even as they said, like, they're not always working on the same day. They only work together a few days. So it really does seem like they're... It is kind of... I mean, I get last season they didn't want a lot to come out from behind the scenes because of the stuff with Laurel, and because it was a new show and things too. And they were... Like, we got that teaser trailer really early, like really really early last year, because it was the first season, it was a new show, etc. But when Laurel appeared, you know, that's when they obviously did take all those behind the scene pictures and all, you know, the pictures, and Eileen Chaikin was there, and even when Erin Daniels came to the set and stuff, like they shared all those after the fact. So I'm sure if there's, I mean, just because of the way things are, I'm sure that there won't be a ton of guest stars and surprises, but maybe there'll be some, and I can't imagine them sharing pictures the same way that they did last season, in that, oh, episode 3 is airing, so here's a picture from the set of episode 3, the same way they did with like the Erin Daniels stuff, the Megan Rapinoe stuff, and then of course like when Laurel's episodes aired. So the other discovery for the week is, I mean, I didn't want to make a video on this because I wasn't super sure what's happening, and you know, the last video, I mean, yeah, the last video I did was like about like season 2 stuff that's actually happening, was when we talked about the actress Brooklyn Sanders who's going to play Kayla Allenwood, and then the actress who's going to play that new character Chloe. So Molly tracked down this one that I'm going to blow up now, that's the Instagram of the actress, but in the Instagram post, I didn't take a screenshot of I didn't share the screenshot of the comments, because the other person commenting, they're not like a public figure, so I didn't really want to share what that like other people in the comments were saying, because I just like, that's like, these people are actresses, they're opening their Instagrams are on public, so you know, if they wanted to be private and stuff, they'd be privated. But other people, just because they've commented on like a friend's Instagram, I don't think that like necessarily should open them up to being, I know that my channel's tiny, but like even being in someone's YouTube video. So this actress, Carolina, in the comments of this picture, like I hope you guys can see what it says there. It says, and this picture is only from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So she says 1 month ago today, excited to go back next week. So she's obviously on set. She's in those trailers are like pinnacle LA trailers. They all look the same. And you know, so the reason that I'm assuming it's the L Word set, and like Molly brought this up to me again, is that she has appeared in the credits for Generation Q, and for 3 episodes, which that's a lot, you know? That's how many episodes Rosie's in. And when a season's only 10 episodes, you know, that's like a third of the season. So in the comment section of this Instagram picture, like you know, there's a bunch of her friends saying, oh, congrats, that's so cool, but loads of people saying, what show is it, you know, what's the job, and you know, a lot of them like she didn't reply to. And then one of them, which, you know, is probably like a friend or something, she said basically like, I can't talk about it, or I can't say. And there's probably not any way that right around the same time, I mean, the L Word's filming, she was on set a month ago when the L Word was filming, so this is like around mid-December, that 1 month ago this picture is from. And then, you know, she's saying next week she's going to be back, which will have been last week when Rosie and all that was on. So it looks like she's going to be in 3 episodes. I haven't seen her in anything else before. Like, I know the last woman that we talked about, Chloe, she'd been in like a bunch of stuff, like all through the past 10, 15, 20 years even. I think she was in an episode of Buffy and Alias. So she'd been in a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I wonder what type of character, you know, she looks pretty young. I did look at her IMDb, I think, and could be a love interest for anyone, could be a newer character with the younger people. So yeah, what do you guys think? Oh, Molly said, I'm assuming you mean Stephanie Allen, Molly. Stephanie Allen, who plays Nat, is also the only one to follow her on Insta. Then that makes me think that she was in, because especially the way they're filming the show right now, I mean, normally, like, you would go and it, like, if you're someone that's going to be in 3 episodes, normally you would go meet everyone, have the table read, you know, where everybody sits in a room, reads through that entire episode script at the beginning, like the top of the week, month, whatever it is that you're starting filming that episode. Everybody goes through, and then when you're filming that one episode and then moving on to the next and the next, you're filming, you know, for weeks and weeks and hanging out in between scenes and meeting people. And even though this scene is being shot, you know, say one scene's being shot at Bette's house, and there's all of the you know, takes this way, that way, everybody close up, blah blah blah, and then you move on and you're going every day like through the different things. Whereas now they're just, everybody goes to one location, it's absolutely minimized who's there, only the people that are needed. Like, theoretically, you could work on a show and never see the other certain cast members. Like, if you were Gigi, I can only think of when they went to see Angie's play that she was in the same scene with Bette. So, or actually no, like Gigi wasn't in any scenes with Finley or Danny or Sophie, unless you're talking about like but was she at Bette's the season finale, like the election party? So you could have characters like that like the actresses are either never going to see, or maybe just once or twice they're going to see each other. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, SL Watson, because I actually was going to say this and then I forgot. Said Carolina's in episode 1, 2, and 3. I also know that IMDb is not always reliable. IMDb is normally really good for if they're going to appear in the show in a season or something. But yeah, with the actual episodes, it's when the show's filming, it's normally pretty unreliable, because normally it's just like either they've got the information from like someone. So if someone is being updated, like say, let me think of someone that would be, so say Erin Daniels is going to be in the episode, or Pam Grier, or someone like that is a pretty big actress, and they have, the manager and all these things, and some of the time the people that will update that IMDb will be those people associated with the actress, like the manager or the agent or someone like that. So it's really reliable, and they know, oh, my client is booked for X amount of this episode and this title and everything like that. But sometimes it's not that way, and it's an intern for someone's manager who's has to put in 50 things, and they're just gonna, oh, I know they're filming episodes 1, 2, and 3, so I'm gonna put them in here. But also the way they're filming episodes, and the fact that she was on set in December and in January, it well and truly could be episodes 1, 2, and 3 of season 2. So it is one of those kind of, we'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, I did notice this too, Molly. Safida and spending time together recently, all saying it's Danny and Gigi Nation. Everyone knows I am. Also, the shipping name for Danny and Gigi, we decided when we ran I ran a poll on Twitter, and everybody voted for it. It looks like it's pronounced DG, but I like to pronounce it Diggy because I just like it that way. I'm gonna it's like this. This is how you spell it, but I think it sounds better saying Diggy. I don't know why. I like, in my head I think, yeah, because I could dig it, but that sounds like really cheesy and corny. And yeah, they seem like they're, I mean, like, this is of course like a fan maybe reading too much into it, but they were on like FaceTime, and they like take cute pictures together. Like, it seems like they're friends. So I always love to see stuff like that. I mean, it's clear that happened with Leisha and Kate, so maybe they're like the new BFFs of Generation Q. And also, like, I've been very open about the fact that I absolutely love Gigi. She's my number one favorite Generation Q character. And Danny's probably... I do really like Finley too. I just cannot... Sophie, I do not click with her at all. So I would be all for Gigi and Danny. Yeah, no, I think the Carolina, she looks more around like Finley and Sophie and all that. I don't think that she's like Angie and Jordy. I think that she'd be more like in the newbies. hey Barbara, glad you could make it. Yeah, it's definitely going to be just there's so many things that I know they wrapped up a bunch of stuff at the end of episode 8. Like, they really could have left a lot of stuff super open-ended, and even though like a lot of stuff they did wrap it up, it was kind of on that new beginning thing where like they did close off like Shane and Kiara. They did have Beck kind of like pick herself up again. They did have like Alice and Nat, but everybody seems to be on this like new like journey or something. So, and then I'm assuming at the end, one of the only actors I haven't seen anything about is the actor who played Jose, but they have to bring him back to wrap up what was going on. And I'm trying to, and like obviously the biggest thing was Sophie and Danny and Finley at the end, like what's going to happen there. So it'll be really, really interesting even how they approach that. Like, will they immediately just pick up from that split second that we left the episode? Because the L Word very, very rarely ever does that. Like, normally there's some sort of passage of time, even though there is no time in existence in the L Word usually. It's just, like this ever existing, no seasons, no, day, month, year. What is a day, month, year in the show? So yeah, I don't know whether, because they could always as well like pick the episode up straight then and there, and then after the opening, like when they do the credits or whatever, or that little flash screen that they're doing, and then they go to X amount of months later or something. Helen, tomorrow I'm going to on a date with the same girl that I went on the blind date with, but because I think I said to you guys last week that she was going to cook me dinner, and then we were going to do it on Wednesday, but I had something come up, so we're doing it tomorrow, because immediately she was like, well, I know you can't do Fridays because you do the live on Fridays. So I was like, yeah, I have to have my priorities. I can't leave my people. Oh, Marina, I do really like Gigi and Alice too. I love Gigi and I love Alice like individually, so of course I would love them together. And I have always liked Alice. I'm very open about the fact that Bette's my favorite character. She always has been. And I'm not saying she's perfect. She has her problems too. But Alice was always definitely like second, third. But I absolutely love Alice even more now. I don't know. I think I just like appreciate her more, maybe because like when I originally watched the show, like I watched it when it came out and I was in my very early 20s. So I love Alice. Like she's great. And Gigi again is my new favorite. So oh yeah, Gloriana said since the bet date was unsuccessful. So I read a couple of interviews with the showrunner, Marja Lewis Ryan, and this was even before the actress who played Maya. She got cast in, I think it's a Law and Order show, and I'm pretty sure it's the Law and Order show that Eileen Chaikin is the showrunner or producer for. So the reason that Eileen Chaikin isn't the showrunner of Generation Q and isn't I mean, she's involved but not like officially, is because she has an exclusive deal with Fox for these Law and Order shows, and it's the way her contract is constructed is that she can't work on another show. So that's why it's like she's there in like an advisory capacity and not in like any official capacity. So the new showrunner, Marja Lewis Ryan, like she was saying even way before the actress who played Maya had been cast in this Law and Order show, she was kind of saying like Maya wasn't going to be back. This is way back this time last year, because they weren't necessarily saying like, oh, Bette and Maya going on this date is like this kickoff of this relationship. It was just more to represent Bette picking herself up again and saying, okay, like I'm going to go out there and I'm going to date someone, in kind of the same way that during season 4, when, you know, all that stuff went on with Bette and Tina, and Bette really was like, Tina's not coming back, like, you know, I need to do something to move on and meet someone else. And then obviously we all know what happened. So it's more that moment where Bette's it's not necessarily the person, it's what the person represents, and like Bette kind of stepping forward. And I know that like that in itself is controversial, but yeah, the actress definitely is not gonna, unless it's some like weird, you know, 10-second scene, the actress and Maya the character, I pretty confident in saying will not be back, because she's, you know, been cast in a completely different show. Oh, Sonia, I would never leave you guys. Oh my gosh, Molly, I love that. Bette can do no wrong except everything she has ever done wrong. So true. What did you write, Savage? I didn't see it. About Gigi and me, I would love that ship too. I'm all about that ship. Gloriana Tina has lost her mind. Yeah, Nakia, that's it. Law and Order, Organized Crime. I couldn't remember the like whatever subtitle it was afterwards. Thanks. Yeah, so like I mean there's definitely been a few, the people, like all the castings and things that have come out. It'll be interesting now to see, because we've had like these quiet little, like, you know, there was the big announcement for Rosie and Griffin and Donald, and they are, I didn't really know who the Griffin Dunn guy was, but like obviously like Rosie and Dalton Faison. I like was really familiar with them, so it will be interesting if they've kept a bunch, like they didn't announce about Roxanne Gay and Megan Rapinoe, like if there's people like that are going to be appearing on Alice's show and stuff, if they're going to keep them under wraps and just have it as a surprise. And the same with anyone from the original show who's going to be able to appear. But again, I mean, I would kind of give them a little pass this year if they couldn't get anyone else to appear. I mean, it was pretty amazing that they got Laurel back in the first season, but just the way the world is right now, like, it's amazing enough that we're, one, getting the show again, but also the fact that they are continuing the show in the world of the L Word, where it is not I'm trying to like not say like the C-19 enough, but it's not, they're not going to have characters running around in masks and social distancing. So that in itself is extremely difficult, because that is the way the world is. And so they're having to do all the safety stuff too. And then also, it's the L Word. Like, there's a huge amount of physical contacts, can I say that is, a huge part of the show. So having to implement all of that in this crazy world at the moment, and then also like all the issues with Rachel Shelley's in the UK, like people traveling and other people who are maybe on other shows or in other movies that their schedule has been switched around because of the situation, and the L Word isn't filming the normal time that it would. Like, the writers went back pretty much last March, and they've written all the scripts, and they were already having like Zoom cast read-throughs at the end even the middle of last summer. Like, really, they should have gone back to filming towards the end of the summer. So it's a huge big change to everybody's schedule and stuff like that. So there's definitely the difficult circumstances, and if we didn't get these huge amount of guest stars and old appearances from the original cast, like, you can forgive them a bit in this situation. So hopefully, we have that to look forward to in season 3. And I mean, it's a testament to how much Showtime does believe in the show, and that it has been a success, because I don't know whether anybody watches the show How to Be a God in Central Florida with Kristen Dunst. It's a really good show, and it was new last year too. They had their first season, and it also got renewed around about the time Generation Q did, and they actually went back and said, actually, due to everything that's going on and the show only having one season, sorry, if there wasn't a pandemic, then yeah, you would have got a second season. And they reversed their decision to have another season of the show. So they definitely, they definitely are believing in Generation Q, and it has been a success. So oh, Robin, I was just talking about one of the new actresses that, if you see, it's on the screen there, Carolina, was just saying it looks like she's going to be in 3 episodes, but unfortunately there's only been like a few little, like Rosie putting up that picture of the night shoot, nothing massively big. We're just talking about like some potential situations and circumstances with people appearing, people not, some people who definitely won't be appearing, like the actress who played Maya and then just some other situations with what could possibly be going on. Marina said, maybe it has already been said. Who do you think comes back? I mean, I think that there's potential for pretty much everyone, because in the nicest way, like, most of the cast are available. Like, no one is off shooting the next, like, no one's in one of the Avenger movies or something where they're totally unavailable. I think it has been, pretty concretely said that one of the people who will not be appearing is Sarah Shahi. And yeah, I love Carmen and stuff, and she really wanted to come back, but the showrunner and writers said, we've moved on into a different direction. And now they're in, Sarah Shahi, before, when she wanted to come back, she was available, but she's just been cast in the new Black Adam movie, which is a DC movie, and The Rock's in it. It's going to be a big movie, and she has that show on Netflix. So that's probably the only person that I would say, they're definitely not coming back. I think it'd be really difficult for them to get Aaron Daniels back. Like, of course they could. They could totally work it out. And Aaron Daniels even gave a list of some situations that it would work in her episode of Pants. And I'm trying to think who else. I mean, I don't think that Daniela C would entertain coming back. It's just something they have said they're not interested in. So I don't see Daniela C coming back. I'm trying to think who else. I think the person who probably has the most potential to come back would be Helena and Rachel Shelley, since she's involved with Kate and Leisha through the podcast. She's been open about wanting to come back, and one of the people who I think it would be difficult for them to well, it'd be difficult for the characters to come back and difficult for the actress to come back for two reasons. Because one, she's extremely busy and is running her own nonprofit, but two, the way the character's original storyline was wrapped up. And I'm sure most people know I'm talking about Jenny and Mia Kirshner, who, I think Mia Kirshner is an amazing actress, and I really didn't like the way season 6 was with that whole thing with Jenny. And I think that the option they gave us in Generation Q, one, did they have a lot of options? No. But was it a really easy out? Yes. So that's also disappointing that they won't, because no matter what you say about the Jenny character, like, Mia Kirshner is an amazing actress. So that's also bad that they won't. Pam Grier, I can't imagine them getting her back either now that Bless This Mess is over, because of the way the character was wrapped up too. And I just thought of someone else then. Oh, of course, there's no way on this earth, no way that Karina Lombard would ever come back. Before that, there's no way she'd ever be invited to come back over Jennifer Fields' dead body. No way would she come back, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and check out my behind the scenes Elwood videos, because Karina Lombard, she did not enjoy her time on the show. Oh, thanks, Savage. I'm glad that you're shipping Gigi and I. That's a good one. Molly, you and Tin Car. Lisa, that's a good point too. I could absolutely. I think probably the highest possibility of people coming back is Helena, Rachel Shelley, and I also think that Holland Taylor is so awesome, and so I mean, she was on the show in the first season. Like, she took a real, especially because she was like closeted basically then. She took a real risk going on the show. She's an awesome person. You know, I can imagine her being game for coming back. So I think those are probably the two best options of people who would come back. I'm just catching up on what you guys said. Yeah, you guys talking about Carrie and Shane, and like Shane's opinion. I too did think that Shane maybe was more talking about like Henry and that whole thing. I also will be really interested to see if, because like it's obvious that Carrie is a public defender and they have been living, I'm pretty sure it's like on the East Coast, or I know in the beginning they were saying like Canada or something, but it seems as though it's definitely not California anyway. So if she's a public defender wherever it is that they are, say New York, you know, she's practicing law there and stuff, and it seems as though when obviously Tina met her, she was working on a show somewhere, and I don't know whether Shane and Alice will know her. Like, we might see Shane and Alice being introduced to Carrie on the screen. So, I don't know. They could not know her at all. Oh yeah, Deb said there too, probably a reference to Henry. That's what I was thinking. Jacques said, is Kiara booked to return? No, she is on, what's the new show that she's on called? Predator or something? Wild? Maybe the what? I have it on my Instagram. One sec. Oh, Rebel, that's it. She is definitely, booked on this show. I think she's a regular in it. So it's a new show called Rebel. And if you go on my Instagram from the 9th of January, I posted a picture of her like on set and like a face visor and stuff. So she's definitely filming something else. So I mean, maybe they'd have her come back in another season, but it doesn't seem like she's gonna appear in season 2, or at least the first half. But I'm sure that Rebel show is at least 10 episodes, probably more, so it's definitely going to be filming longer than season 2. So I wouldn't think she'd be in season 2. Jennifer Beals just posted. She knows that we're on live talking about it. I'm joking. She doesn't know I exist, but oh yeah, she did. Okay, guys, this is the real test of my bloody streaming software skills. Can I get this picture from this phone to be shown to you guys? Okay, here we go. It may take me a second. Who's Who said that? Terry, thanks so much, Terry. The first one to call it out. Okay. This is gonna take a second, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. You're probably all looking at it on your phones. But oh, she looks so beautiful. I mean, she always looks beautiful, but okay. Add image. Yes. Ah, I am a genius. Oh, I need to like it. I didn't like it. Oops. Okay, let's read what she said. Sporting red in support of Go Red for Women's. So everybody go like it and share. Heart disease is the #1 health threat all women face. Researchers' primary path to better care, but currently women, especially women of color, are not represented equally in research. You can help change by participating in the American Heart Association's Research Goes Red to advance clinical research for all women. Head to the link in the bio for more information. Let's see what. Link in the bio. Let me catch up with what you guys are saying while it's loading. Oh, Tammy, Kira, Savage. Oh, Molly said, Jay Beals just commented, really excited about the stories we are telling. What were I? I'm writing a comment. And then let's see how we can support this thing that she posted, since I'm on live at the moment anyway. Elaine said Jennifer Beals is just so beautiful and a superb actress. I 1,000,000% agree. Oh, hi Nancy. Glad you can make it. Oh, hey Gloria. The best name. My Gloria is snoozing over there. She just had her dinner, so that's why she's quiet. Oh my gosh, sorry, I've got a little bit lost in the comments. The day that Jennifer Beals and Laura Holloman share a selfie for set, I like dread to know what's going to happen to my phone that day. I could just, the day that I'm sitting there and I hear, well, I might have my phone on silent, but it'll be like vibrating like because and I'll be like, oh, they must have shared a set selfie that day. Marina said, oh yeah, the actress who plays Kiara is actually pregnant. Oh, I didn't know that, but yeah, she definitely is on this other show now. So she won't be on season 2. Oh, thanks, Gloria. You're so sweet. Yeah, I really like Jennifer Beals' hair. I always like her hair, but it looks really good in that picture. I'm getting my hair done in the morning. All my grays, and it needs a cut too. I keep losing the. Thanks, Barbara. Well done. Sonia, I'm scared if I'm on your 65-inch TV. That's a big picture. Oh yeah, we're just gonna leave Jennifer Beals up. She like the people on the well, especially Jennifer, Leisha, Laurel, and Kate. Like they do not age. Yeah, I was talking to my best friend that appeared in the COVID video, the Alaman one, and then when I was on the news, she was with me. She's been Claire and Katie like are both my two best friends. They've been my best friends for like 25 years, but Katie is like a marketing guru woman. She has her own company and stuff, and when we were at coffee, when we were on the news, we were talking about this, and I told her about the mask, because they're all my friends are so supportive about like YouTube and stuff, and I was saying about the mask thing, and I've already started looking into it, because there's a really good printing company here, and like my store stuff, they do all the printing and things, because they handle everything, and they handle like payments and shipping, all that stuff. But what sorry, I haven't been very clear what I'm talking about. Jacques said to me about doing basically a mask in some way, because as well, if I did it this way, like I could use pictures, like do something for the cast and crew, and obviously associate it with the channel, but make sure it's like really good, really nice, and send it to them while they're filming, in the hopes that at least, I mean, maybe the cast wouldn't wear them, but like at least some of maybe the crew would or something. So if anyone has any ideas for something like that, let me know. But my overall thought is to do something like that, send them a really nice mask some way. I mean, with this stuff I could use pictures and stuff, because I'm not selling them, I'm just making them, and send it to the cast and crew from my channel. So any thoughts, let me know. But yes, that was an excellent idea. Oh, bye, Molly. Oh, is it Brenda? No chance of a haircut here. Sorry, I didn't even think about that. My friend does she's obviously a hairdresser, and she has like this little tiny like one chair salon. She used to have like a bigger salon, but it's in like she's going through a divorce at the moment, so she has a little one chair salon in the back of her house, and it's so cute. And when I'm in there tomorrow, I'll take a picture for you guys and share it on the channel. But yeah, she's really good and she's really nice, and she sorts out all the greys. Hey Mira, glad you can make it. And hey Silver Linings too, glad you guys can make it. Oh, so we were going to look at what this link that Jennifer shared was. Go Red for Women's Woman of Impact campaign. Oh, so we can... Oh, it's a donate thing. Let me see. Okay, so I can donate it to it now since we're on live. Oh, I just want you to fill in my card information. Let me get my card so I can do this right now. You want to see Isle of Man money? We have our own money. It's special. So anyone who can support the women's red thing that Jennifer just shared, I would suggest that you do if you can. And if you can, then just share it and support it that way. So I'll donate from all of us. Gee. She wanted to get in on the excitement. Oh my gosh, you want all this information from me, Jesus. Ooh. I guess I'm just going to put none because it's asking me for states. I don't have my American card on me. Be done in 1 sec. I hate these things that they ask you for so much stuff whenever, normally it just pops up on my phone and it fills it in, but the way that this is set up, like, it won't just automatically take my card number. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna no one wants to be so donated from us, guys, and we can now that I can control the thing, I'm gonna and I'll share it on my Instagram. I'll share it with Jennifer's Instagram when I get off the live, and now I can show you guys. Where's the stream? Miss G right now, she's like curled on top of a cushion that says reserved for the cat. So let me see. Why does it put them on so big? I'm not going to block off Jennifer, but just I'll share this on social media afterwards. So if you just go to Jennifer's bio, it only took me the 2 seconds that it took there, and then it's the American Heart Association. So yeah, if you guys can support it, it's always good to, especially like a women's thing. And then if you can't, then just share it and support them that way. So well, that's pretty much all the updates that I had. I know that it wasn't too many, but oh, sugar, I just deleted Jennifer. Sorry, one sec. I took it off my homepage and I didn't think it would do that. There. And yeah, that was I'm pretty sure that Carolina actress, it seems like a pretty legit thing. IMDb is normally right about people appearing. I mean, with the Laura Holloman thing, like they accidentally broke that when I think it was about September, not obviously 2019, and somebody clocked it and put it in like all the Facebook groups, and everyone was like, there's no way. And then literally, like, they, when they were releasing the episodes at midnight Eastern time, so it's like 5 a.m. here, and when when the L Word is like on, like I'll get up at 5 a.m. here because that's midnight Eastern time, and I watch the episode through at 5 a.m. and then I like completely watch it, like totally focused, no notes, nothing, and then I put the episode on again, and then I take notes while I'm like doing my makeup, and then after I've like, and especially like the Bet and Tina scenes and stuff, I'll watch the key scenes then like a third time and like take screenshots and things like that, and then I'll film my review, edit it, and start loading it up. And yeah, I think I was getting up like boom 5 a.m. when the episode was released, and even bye Brenda, some of the stuff, it was just like the set, like I would have been so mad if I hadn't, like if I was just like a normal person getting up and was like scrolling on social media and then watch the episode, because there was so many angry people in like all the Facebook groups, because then like the channel only started existing that day, and that was my only form of seeing what people were thinking, was these Facebook groups. And loads of people were like, you spoiled it, you spoiled it. It's just not me, like these random people that were putting screenshots before the episode had even aired, putting it in the Facebook group. So I was just like, oh my gosh. That's why in all my videos about Generation Q, I'm like, spoiler alert, like there are spoilers in this video. Oh, I just got an email from the American Heart Association. Oh, thanks, Mira. So yeah, guys, that's kind of it. I'll probably wrap up in a minute then, since we are wrapped on our. I just really, it's really there really hasn't been for the past 2 or 3 weeks. We just really haven't had a lot. Oh yeah, Savage's first Friends. I love Friends. I used to be like oh my god, I used to be obsessed with Friends when I was like early teenage years. I still like it. I could probably recite every single line from every single episode. I've seen it so many times, and I have like I used to get the videotapes. That's how long I've been watching Friends. So I always ask for the new season on VHS for Christmas, and it used to come, remember, like the first 3 tapes would come like in like a little bookcase thing, and then the second 3 would come in like another one, and you used to put them together and they'd make like a picture. And now I have like the DVD special like edition, and now I have like the Blu-ray special edition too, and then they're on Netflix for free. But yeah, I mean, every Wednesday when Pants comes out, literally the second that it comes out, I listen to it just in case they say anything. And as like the minutes are going down and there's only like 4 minutes left, I'm always like, oh, they're not gonna say anything. And yeah, like the past 3 weeks, there hasn't been anything. I mean, we haven't even really got like any pictures or anything. There was that little bit of time where it was right around Christmas, just after Christmas, when like Gigi and Danny put that picture up, and then the couple of other people that, you know, guest star people were being announced and stuff. So yeah, it's just we really haven't had anything at all. And I don't know, it just seems as though, I mean, they're not going to do this for a few weeks and then all of a sudden start sharing tons of information. So I mean, I just keep thinking, we've got, you know, we're into February now. We've got March, well, the rest of this month, March, April, and then they'll probably be wrapping, you know. And the other thing is, some people might wrap their season at the very beginning of May, end of it just depends, you know, how they're even filming the season finale, because, you know, we know they're filming everything in these 3 episode chunks. So I'm sure the season finale, they'll just film in the way that a normal episode would on its own. So definitely, you know, I really was hoping that we would get even like a little tiny teaser trailer this month, but the logical part of me is just saying, I don't think they're going to release or commit to anything until they have pretty much the entire season in the bag, just because of the situation with the world. And it really kills me to say that, because I just really wish that, like, imagine if we got like a little teeny tiny 30 seconds teaser trailer that just said coming in fall 2021. Like, fall's a big ass piece of time, like, so I don't know, it would be great, but I don't know, hopefully, you know, if they're wrapping in May and they know, okay, we're almost finished, maybe we'll get something like a little bit before then, but yeah, the pants part, I do really enjoy listening to it, just, you know, it's, but like this week I really liked it because I'm a bit like Kate, like I'm like a TV queen. But yeah, guys, Miss G and I are gonna wrap up. Got a Miss G hearing me there. And as always, you guys, I'm always telling you how much I love the lives, love the channel, love chatting to you guys. And this weekend I'm gonna be doing my season 5 episode 12 review. That'll be up, if not tomorrow, it'll definitely be up on Sunday, so look out for that. Make sure to give the video a little like if you enjoyed it, because it really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because you know the L word algorithm be causing all kinds of chaos for LGBTQ creators like me. And if you guys are looking for something to watch this weekend, I watched a really, really good documentary today. It's been out for a while, so maybe I'm behind the times, but I literally had never heard of this documentary, and I watched a YouTube video today about like they were mentioning it, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. It's called Transformer, and it's about this transgender woman called Janae who used to be a power lifter. It's on American Netflix, and I think it's on Amazon in the UK. I watched it on US Netflix, but it's really, really good. And you guys know my usual pitch, like, if you haven't seen Disclosure, make this the weekend that you watch Disclosure. It's really good. And of course, make sure you're all caught up on my videos in preparation for the season 5 finale. But thank you so much to everyone who came. Thank you. Don't forget to leave a little like if you enjoyed your time here. And yeah, Miss G and I send you good vibes, safe vibes. Make sure that you're all staying safe.